What's going on here? What's going on, guys? This is Aussie Van Man. Good to see you all again. Alright, so what do we got for you guys today? Today we have a bit of a product review for you guys. Yes, that's right, as you've seen in the description, cheap heating. We're looking at, energy-free heating, something that for you who don't have a lot of energy and want to get a little bit warmer, it's a little bit cold, and you want to put a bit more heat back into the van or trailer or whatever it is that you're traveling in, but you don't have a great battery backup. What can you do? So today we are introducing a little thing I'm testing out. We'll see if it's any good or not. I'm not that hopeful, but it was pretty cheap, so I thought I'd pick it up and try it anyway. So what this is, this strange little metal thing is a tea light candle heater. So basically it gets radiant heat. The heat goes up inside that little bell area and catches the heat from the flames and radiates the heat out of the metal into the room. So let's have a look at how we're going to set this up. Okay, so here you go. You can see it set up right here on top of my fridge, and I think we're going to light 4 of these candles and sit 4 of these candles under and see how we go. These candles were $1.25 at the dollar store, now pretty much the $1.25 store, and we got 20 candles in there, so I'm going to use 4. And this thing itself was, I think, around $15 if I remember correctly, off of Amazon. It did take a little while to come in. It came in from China, so it took, I think, well over a month to come in, but it's here now. So let's go ahead and try it out. Alrighty, so as you can see, I've got 4 under there. We're going to go ahead and light that. I thought 4 was a good number to save money on wasting a bunch of candles, and it'd be good. 1 candle's just not enough, but 4 seems like a good number to give it a bit of a test whether this thing will actually catch heat or not. Okay, as we can see, that is heating up nicely there, or burning away. Now I'll also say we'll do a time check. Yes, I know I got my curtain there, so I'll bring that back a little. It is off the curtain. I know it looks like it's close, but I've got a good 6 inches away from that curtain, so, and I'm going to be watching it the whole time. Let's do a time check. We got 7:06 p.m. and a temperature check. Okay, where are we at there? We are dropping temperature outside, so it's actually now under 60 degrees on this thermometer. It was just over 60 degrees in the cab here when I was setting up earlier. So you can tell it's getting cold outside, so we are losing temperature. So we are kind of fighting the elements, but it would be a good test to see if this heater actually heats up the inside of this room. And I'm in the back of my van here, so it's a great way. It's not a huge space, but it is a great way to test out whether it's going to put any heat into the room other than my body heat. But I'm not going to factor that in because everybody's going to have body heat radiating out of themselves as well into the van. So now what I do have, and this is something not many of you will have, but it comes in handy for me to test, and I have been running it for a while in here, is you probably can't see the screen. Let's see if I can get it to focus in on that. There we go. Okay, so this is a gas level indicator, and some of you are probably wondering why the heck do I have one of these. I can tell you right now, I bought this for caving and mining because I do my search group, my search team, looking for those missing hikers, and there was quite a number of dangerous mines that I had to go into.
Attention please.
No.
Oxygen gas, low
Oh Lord, I've done it now, I've upset it. So I'm gonna put that away. The reason it's going off right now is because I was talking on it. As I'm talking, carbon dioxide from my mouth is coming out and hitting the sensors. It's quite sensitive. So we're gonna put that away, so that's why I had it. For going into mine shafts, I wanted to see if I was in danger of maybe suffocating or passing out searching for these missing hikers down in the mines. So it's now being put to good use as an oxygen indicator in here, or carbon dioxide or monoxide or whatever indicator, to make sure that whilst I'm burning these candles in this small space, that I'm not gonna do any damage to myself or health risk. It's been sitting at 20.1% oxygen level. I've had it running for over an hour now, and it kind of seems to have mellowed out to that level in here. We're gonna sit here for a while, and maybe an hour, and let this heat up and see if the temperature changes much at all, whether I can feel any heat coming off of it, or if there's any change in the air levels at all. Alright, so I'm gonna sit down, have something to eat, and then we'll come back and see how this thing is going. So we are at 7:42. So roughly just over half an hour. Temperature wise, it's just radiant heat. It's not really like a fan heater. The oxygen level hasn't really dipped very much. It went to it's 19.9 now, but that's a pretty normal level. So it goes from 19.9 up to 20 to 20.1, back down again. It's so far I've not seen anything really significant. Alrighty, so we're looking at, the time now is 8:18, and the temperature is still sitting probably around about the same. Maybe it's gone up a fraction, I'm not too sure. Oxygen is on 19.9. It's kind of just been sitting at that level. So the fact I'm breathing and burning oxygen, it's still a really good reading. We're sitting at almost an hour and a half running these candles now. I mean, they've been going an hour and a half. I'm guessing tea candle lights are normally around 90 minutes, so we may get another 30 minutes out of those tea candles. I have a lot more room for more tea candles. I may take it to the max just to see how many tea candles I can get on there and how much heat I can pump out of this thing. So we may actually do that right now and check that out. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're at a total of 12 candles. I just lit them up, 12 tea candles, and we're gonna see what that does to the air quality and to the temperature overall in here, see what we can come up with. Alrighty guys, so we've been running at capacity of 12 candles now. The current time is, it's 8:56, so almost 9 o'clock. In almost 2 hours, we're just 10 minutes off 2 hours since we started this experiment. So how are we doing? Let's have a look. There's our candles burning right there. Looks quite nice. It's very ambient. I love when I turn the lights out, and let's just do that really quickly. Let's just turn the lights out really quickly. It's just absolutely beautiful. I love just sitting back and watching that, and the natural light from the candles is just beautiful. It makes me feel warm just looking at it. Now, can I feel the heat? Yes, from sitting here, having my hand here, I can definitely feel some heat. Not a great amount, but I can feel it. Now here, with 12 candles, about I'd say, what's that? Maybe 6 inches away, 4 inches away, I can feel the heat there. Getting close, it's very nice and toasty hot right here. I can feel that very good. If I was freezing, I could put my hands here like this and warm up nicely. Now, do I feel warm in the room? My feet are still cold. I'm sitting in this room. I don't have a lot of layers on, so I can't really say, you know, I am really actively trying to keep warm. I've been sitting here filming and editing and testing this out. So we've been running the 12 candles. I can definitely say it is warmer in here. I can't really feel the difference too much, although I do feel myself warming up a bit. Now if I look at the thermometer, let's have a look at that. It's kind of hard to tell, but it has actually gone up. So it has actually gone up to about 63, it looks like, I'm thinking, in temperature. So it was around the 59 range, I think, when we started this, 58, 59, I'm not sure, just under 60. So with 12 candles, it is actually indeed heating this area, although I would say not efficiently. If you're in a really cold area, I just don't see, unless you just huddled around it, I just don't see it warming you up that much. I really think this is more of a, just if you're already in a warmer climate, it's more for the ambience. It's really not gonna, you know, I really don't know what kind of difference it's gonna make, especially if you're a sub-freezing area, other than if you're huddled around it. I just don't see it. I think it's a nice novelty thing, but it's not gonna be your answer to heating, that's for sure. But I will still keep this and still use this, just because I like the natural light from the tea light, and I can put my sort of hands around it and warm up that way. It'll be just something I'll pull out every now and then when I want to sort of read a book or sit back and watch a movie. It'll be something nice like that. Now, I can tell you there is another issue with lighting all those candles in here and breathing away. I am burning oxygen up, and I have noticed it on the meter now, so let's have a look at that. If you can see right there, the O2 sensor has dropped. We started this venture at 20.1% oxygen in the back here. We've now dropped, we dropped initially with the 4 candles over like an hour and a half to, I think it was 19.9%. Now we have dropped down to 19.7%. And we kind of did that pretty quick with the 12 candles. So that is kind of concerning. I mean, we're still at a safe level right now, but the fact that lighting all those candles really started sucking the oxygen out of the air, you wouldn't want to fall asleep and take that risk. Plus the added fire risk with all these candles, it's just not safe. I wouldn't recommend it. I would say if you're gonna do something that's risky with fire risk and stuff like that, maybe a Mr. Buddy heater is going to be more efficient for you if you're going to take that risk. I certainly don't like the idea of taking that risk. You're burning your oxygen up and you risk setting fire to your van. So not too safe. I would say if you're going to do those sorts of things, get a Mr. Buddy heater, get a gas detector, oxygen level detector, crack a window, make sure you're doing it safely. But what I'm actually looking into and doing in the future is actually getting a diesel heater. That way I'm not risking fire, although there is always some risk, but I feel it's a lot safer if it's installed properly. They put out an absolute ton of heat. I have a friend that has one of these things, and they're absolutely fantastic. And they do use a lot of electricity. Also, tell me down below, do you have one of these? What do you think of tea candles? I love tea candles. I love candles in general. They're just great. What kind of heating options do you have, or what kind of heating options do you think are good? Let me know down in the comments. And that's it for me, guys. Till next time, this is Aussie Bear Man. We'll see you later. What's going on here?